Huge shout out goes out to our current channel members. If you're interested in gaining a channel membership, then feel free to head over to my channel profile and click the join button. Also, we do have a Ninjago Discord server. It's a great way to communicate with myself and many others. For more details on that, click the very first link at the very top of the description of this video. Hello there everybody, and welcome back on in to the channel today for, well, a new video here on the channel. And in today's video, some of you guys may actually be very shocked to realise that, well, in today's video, I wanted to make the main theme of it actually centred around those leaks we had the other day. You know, the most infamous weekend we've had in this Ninjago community in a while, and that comes as a result of some leaks. But not just any leaks, some apparently completely fabricated leaks, and this thing was very big. It's too much to even go into in this video. It's too much to go into in one single full video. But if you guys want a bit more backstory to all of that, I will leave a link to it, hopefully in the pinned comment or in the description. And it's about a video I made a few days ago now, just covering some huge community drama that stemmed from those leaks. But today, although again they are completely fake, to discuss something that led me personally, and also quite a few others to be honest, to believe that this actually had a big chance of being real, especially when it comes to Ninjago Crystalized, and how theoretically this would have been pretty wild if it actually was to happen. But again, just before we actually move out of this particular intro, I must continue to reiterate the fact that this is all fake. It's just kind of like, what if this happened, if that makes sense. It's not actually real, it's not legitimate, it's just more of a what if scenario, and, you know, assuming it was real, you know, kind of what would the backlash be and the side effects be. But essentially, one part of this whole leak fiasco was the fact that, well, Lego demanded, right, that the last 10 or so episodes of Crystalized were to be completely remade, as they just didn't agree with the story or whatever, and so Tommy and Brady were left having to completely remake these last 10 episodes, and that's kind of where the fake leak itself actually comes to an end. That alone is pretty wild, right? What's even more wild is the fact that there was apparently only around a 6-month kind of gap between this, and that also leads me into the fact that that's why Crystalized Part 1 and 2 were potentially split up, because of the production time, which obviously when you think about that for more than like a second, you can realise that that was super unrealistic in the first place, because you simply cannot script, story right, you know, come up with different drafts of ideas, animate, voice act, all of that good stuff. You can't do all of that in the space of like, what, 6 months or so? Maybe 7, maybe 5, something along those lines. It's just not possible, right? Especially for 10 long episodes. For 1, yeah, maybe, for sure. But for 10, yeah, absolutely no way. So that's definitely fake as it is. But imagine this actually happened. That would be kind of wild in my opinion, and at the same time, it would also be kind of interesting, because that would mean that we would actually have some background information as to how Lego deals with things. But at the same time, it just seems quite cruel to do that, just because, well, they didn't quite agree with what Tommy and Brady were doing and the direction they were going in when it comes to the actual story. It would have actually been kind of sad if they had all of that time and effort put into it and then just had to rehash the last 10 or so episodes. And more importantly, though, that would also explain why the quality difference felt even more dramatic at around that kind of time. I'm not coping here, and I'm not trying to sound like I'm just completely coping, because I personally dislike Crystalized. It's not necessarily anything to do with that. But personally, I just found that those kind of last 10 or so episodes just felt a little bit off, especially when compared to the rest. And so I think it totally would have made sense for a quality decrease to have actually gone ahead and happened, just considering the nature of obviously the 10 episodes being scrapped and then being remade entirely from scratch. I just think that would have made a lot of sense. But at the end of the day, of course, this is all totally not true, as far as we can tell at least, and we're never really going to completely know the truth. If this is a lie, let's be honest, this kind of information will never get out to the public. But still, it's something to think about, and it just seems kind of coincidental to me, at least, because I always felt as though those last 10 episodes especially felt off when compared to the rest. Just kind of like the story, the tone, everything like that just felt so much different to what may have already been planned, and so that gave some credibility to these fake leaks, if you ask me. But yeah, I think that's basically going to do it from me here, so hopefully you guys did all enjoy it. Before you guys do all head out though, please leave any of your own personal thoughts on all of this down below in the comments. I would love to hear your own thoughts regarding this. If you did enjoy this one here, please do leave a like on it, subscribe to the Overlord X YouTube channel for more, and hit the notification bell so that you behind the screen there, yes you there, you can keep up to date on all things Ninjago right here on the channel. And with all of this being said, I will see you all soon for my next one. Goodbye everybody, see you all soon.